Hello, everyone. Welcome to GNU according to CD, that is Government of National Unity. So, still on this 52 million rand used to deport illegal foreigners. Herman Mashaba wants long jail terms for deported immigrants who return to South Africa. This is once again an article I found on Times Live, written this time by Innocentia Nkandimeng. And it's dated the 22nd of October 2024. It's an editor's choice. So Herman Mashaba is saying, we understand what you are saying. We are using money and then we deport these people and they come back. And he's saying, if we catch you again, hopefully they are keeping records. If we catch you again, and then we are just going to prosecute you and throw you in jail, and now your liberty is taken away from you for a very long time. And I think I agree with Herman Mashaba here. But anyways, let's continue with the article. Action SA leader Herman Mashaba supports the Department of Home Affairs spending on deportation of illegal immigrants to their countries of origin and wants harsh punishment against illegal immigrants who return to South Africa after being deported. I agree with you too, Mr. Mashaba, because I support. I don't care how much you spend, even if you spend R1 billion, as long as we continuously show them that we are not going to relent. And then the article continues to say that the department spent 52,817,656 rand on deporting 19,750 illegal immigrants between April and August. While many argued that deported immigrants would still be... Oh, wait, let's start this again. While many argued that deported immigrants would still find their way back to the country, Mashaba proposed that those individuals who return after deportation should face a lengthy prison sentence followed by deportation after serving their time. I agree. I fully agree. This is one of those things that is going to discourage them and see South Africa as a destination to come to, because they'll be afraid of getting deported, mostly afraid that if they returned, they are going to now serve long prison sentences. That is why I feel like when you are caught as an illegal foreigner, you still have to go through the criminal justice system by getting arrested. Then you get prosecuted, because the thing is, we can't have a bail hearing. Why? Because if we give you a bail hearing, you're still going to be denied bail. Why? Because you're a flight risk anyways. So let's go straight to prosecution, and then a verdict is read out. And in that verdict, there must be a condition that says, if you return to South Africa, consider yourself having found guilty in this trial, and you are now going to serve X number of years if you are caught coming back to South Africa. That is going to deter this nonsense. Then people say, now let's argue this 52 million rand. We could create jobs. We could take care of destitute children. There's SASSA. Destitute children that belong to South Africa. The Baholi SASSA. Anyways, let's continue with the article. Once deported and you return, you must face harsh long-term prison sentence and be deported after serving. This is the only language criminals know and respect, he said. 100% agree with that. The article continues to say, though EFF MP Tapela Mukhale argued that documenting immigrants would be a more effective solution than deportation because they want their votes. Mashaba supports the department's effort, urging the officials to continue deporting illegal immigrants. South Africa should not hesitate to deport illegal foreigners. We can't afford to be a country that legalizes illegality. 100%, I agree. And host those who break our country's laws. So the thing is, the moment you legalize them, since they've broken the law, what makes you think that they are not going to break more laws of this country? And then they will demand that you legalize housebreaking, you legalize hijacking, legalize deleting people. How do you know they're going to ask for that? They're going to ask as well to form political parties, even terrorist groups, and say legalize it. It starts with small things. Let's continue deporting until they learn to respect our country, Mashaba said. Mukhale raised concerns about the amount, suggesting that the money could have been used to strengthen border management and prevent unauthorized entries, the same borders that they want opened. You see how they are gaslighting South Africans, the EFF? EFF don't care about South Africans, I am telling you. Home Affairs Minister Leon Schreiber said the Border Management Authority has arrested and deported 410,332 illegal immigrants at ports of entry over the past 4 months. Good job. Absolutely good job there. So, yeah, stop gaslighting us, EFF. You want them to be legalized because you are finding a creative way to make them South African citizens so that they will be so grateful for this that they vote for you into power. I mean, we already suspect the number of illegal foreigners in this country, they are more than 10 million. I mean, all you need to win elections now is around, what, 13 million? Because you're still going to have South African millions that are still going to vote to add on to that 10 million of illegal foreigners that you've turned into citizens. We see you. We see right through you. I mean, you hate Hashem. EFF, you hate us. You hate us. I've said this before and I'll continue to say it. But anyways, that is that, fellow South Africans. We are in this mush mush. Now, we need to determine our own future going forward because seemingly it is a popular topic in the, what do you call this, on Times Live. I think the next one I'm going to do is Gayton McKenzie. Gayton McKenzie as well made some utterances after a hot while. And also, Figan Balula saying something else as well. I'm very much interested because I also heard that the ANC does not support the deportation of illegal foreigners because of the humanitarian policy. So, on a humanitarian policy side, they do not agree with the deportations. But then they are saying nothing about what these illegal foreigners are doing to their voters. Because I am sure as tomorrow exists, some of the parents that lost their children in Naledi voted the ANC. And now the ANC has a policy that they need to stick by because it does not allow them to deport people. It's inhumane. I remember Panyaza Lusufi was interviewed. I can't remember which radio station he was interviewed at. And he was asked about foreign nationals that are filling up hospitals in Gauteng. And as a result, South African citizens are not getting the medical care that they deserve because there are no beds, doctors are overworked, and they're understaffed, and all that sort of stuff. And then he quickly just cut off that interview and said, listen, my humanitarian side of me says no, they must get treatment. He forgot the part about South Africans, which he not only has to exercise humanity to, but patriotism as well. And he just cut off the interviewer. The interviewer, you could tell that their breath just kind of like stopped for a second. Like, what? You will prioritize other people over a South African citizen. And I keep saying, if you go to a South African clinic or hospital, forget getting help. Just forget it. You are not going to get it. Because the way these guys are so many there. And then on top of that, you stand in the same queue as them. I don't understand that. Why don't you prioritize South Africans, have their own priority line, and then have those that are visiting? From those that are visiting, those that really, really, really need the help, then you also prioritize them. But no, South Africans are right there at the back. Come back tomorrow. If you are lucky, you'll be seen by a doctor. What? And yet South Africans pay taxes so that South Africans are the ones that benefit from our health sector and system. Hey, I know. Then Panyaza Lusuf is like, oh, as a humanitarian, South Africans as well are humans. What about South Africans who are also humans? I don't get it. Anyways, guys, let's see what Figilan Balula says before we get um to Lord Gaten Mackenzie.